Hello everyone, I'm Sam and welcome back to Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Last time we fought our way through the Ark headquarters, and today we're going to start by meeting with the mysterious but definitely not enigmatic Talos Rucker.
I'm unarmed.
I'm sure you'll understand if I don't take your word for it.
As the customary final request of the condemned man, please, do not kill any more of my people on your way out. Their only crime against you is their loyalty to me.
You don't seem surprised to see me.
I'm not. After the train station attacks, I knew it was only a matter of time before they sent someone. Please, sit.
This isn't a social call, Rucker. I'm here to take you in.
Our mandate is to fight for the rights of the augmented. Communicate our message, offer assistance. The Ark is a non-violent organization.
All right, then this should be easy. Come with me, answer our questions, and we'll have you back here in plenty of time to film your next sermon.
I'm not a fool. If I surrender now, I'm never coming back. Once you have me, you intend to make me disappear. But I will not make Solzhenitsyn's mistake. My people and I will resist you.
I thought you were a pacifist.
I am. But I'm more than a leader. I'm a symbol. That is why you wish to erase me. If martyrdom is the only way to remain a symbol, then even my death is preferable to my evaporation.
You said you don't want any more of your people getting hurt. But if I have to bring you in by force, I will. And they're gonna try to stop me. There's a better chance of avoiding violence if you come along peacefully. You have my word. I will do everything I can to see that you are treated fairly.
How dare you speak to me of peace and fairness? You assaulted innocent people to get in here and kidnap me on behalf of masters who hide in the shadows, manipulating, controlling, and murdering without the courage to proclaim their convictions in front of the rest of the world.
Rucker, you know that's bullshit. All of your soldiers are armed and more than ready to kill police officers, Interpol, whoever comes in here.
You're not any different from them, Rucker. All of you rely on armed men while spouting your rhetoric from behind the safety of a camera. If you want to prove the strength of your convictions, confront your enemies face to face.
Well, you seem to be more than the unquestioning brute I took you for. It is refreshing to hear that kind of passion and idealism in other people, particularly after everything I've experienced lately. I have been patient and understanding. I have taught my people non-violence and waited for the rest of the world to follow that example. I have had faith in humanity, and humanity betrayed me.
Don't try to, hide this under a bunch of fancy-sounding platitudes.
Follow your example. History has shown that anti-other movements always spring up in times of chaos and fear. Before deciding to become the symbol of the cause, should have made sure you were prepared for it.
I thought I was. I thought I could. God help me, someone had to do it. This is a very precarious time for the movement. These attacks are making everything worse for us. My leadership position within Ark is being threatened, and I suspect the two might even be connected. Please, go back to your people. Tell them to give me 48 hours so I can attempt to resolve the internal conflict.
I'm sorry. If I go back empty-handed, I'll just be replaced. Probably by someone more eager and less sympathetic. Coming in now is honestly the best thing you can do for everyone.
Yes. I suspect you are right. But can you understand this? If you were to take me from here, you would be responsible for more than my death. You would be responsible for my effacement, the ruination of the Augmented Rights Coalition, and the perversion of everything it stands for.
Whoop. Sorry about that.
The bottom line hasn't changed. If you come with me willingly, there won't be any violence. You now have the choice. Choose the non-violent path, or you are the one betraying the cause.
I cannot watch any more of my people die. Not on my account. You've asked me to trust you, and so I will. Before we leave together, there's something I must show you. I suspect there's a power struggle brewing within our organization. Some people inside ARC are less committed to our ideals.
Are you trying to tell me you know who's responsible for the bombings?
I have only suspicions, and until recently, not even that. The evidence I have begun collecting is meager, but I give it to you. This is the key card for the security door. The evidence is inside.
Why give it to me? Why not keep it, present it at your interrogation?
Because if my suspicions are correct, and I am seen leaving here with you willingly, I may not survive to present my evidence. Somewhere down there, hiding in plain sight, is your real terrorist. I was trying secretly to find out who is responsible.
Rucker? Chicane, Rucker is dead.
Come again.
I'll fill you in when I see you, which is where exactly?
There's some greenhouses near your position. Below them is a clearing. That's where I'll be. Chicane out.
Yeah, well, that's no good. So, yeah. Maybe, just maybe, the giant, scary paramilitary man has something to do with the bombings. That's my guess. Go ahead and loot this room, though. There's some good things in here. And... there we go. Getting some performance hiccups in this area for some reason.
Anomaly detected.
If I have the opportunity to use a nuke here, I will. Oh, shit. Nah, it's not gonna happen.
Access denied.
Okay. Grab the evidence. JM. That's the person who sent that message. We will open this once the lockdown runs out, and I'll just use some reveal software to get those first couple nodes. So, yeah. More minor issues with the story of this game, right? This area is beautifully crafted. This whole scene is meticulously laid out to put, you know, Rucker in between you and the sun. It gives him that great little halo effect. Plays into his whole martyrdom thing. Until you realize that we've basically had no relationship with Rucker. The character or the concept, really. Other than Miller giving us, you know, a little bit of expository dialogue near the beginning of the game. Basically, the only thing we know about ARC is that, well, they might be terrorists. And that's it. We're never really invested in ARC. I did not mean to use a reveal there, I meant to use a stealth. And that's kind of a bummer. Because I think Talos, and I think his conversation and his performance is actually really interesting.
Access granted.
And maybe with a little more development, this scene would have had a lot more weight than it actually does. Praxis Kit, Triangle Code, and a Neuropazine. The other excellent prizes in this area. Speaking of Praxis, is there anything else we want to get? We have 3 to spend. Maybe we should just max out our regenerative ability. And our rate of healing. I'll go ahead and quick save since we did a bunch of item gathering there. Ooh, gas grenade. I would really like to pick that up. What can I drop? Well, I can live without a gas grenade for now.
Things are definitely getting better. What are you talking
So,
about?
welcome to another combat.
Yes, but they are obvious lies. People will see through them, and when the
These drones are maybe the best candidate for remote hacking. They can be a lot of trouble if you don't take care of them quickly. I guess I might as well loot this man. Oh, it's not quite gonna work. Excuse me? Whoa. And that's what quick saves are for. Let's go ahead and load that. I was not expecting that. But at the end of this area, we will be finished with Golem City, and we will be returning to Prague. And I would say that this marks probably the halfway point, maybe slightly earlier, of the game. I also personally vastly prefer the Prague at night environment to the Prague during the day environment, or the very final area. One of the reasons I've been trying so hard to not die, though, is these loading times. If there is any major complaint that can be made about the PC release of Deus Ex Mankind Divided, it is that the loading times are unreasonably long. I mean, when you first load into a game, you're looking at sometimes a 90-second to 2-minute long loading. And even just traveling between the different areas of Prague on the metro can often take, upwards of a minute. And, I have a decent machine. I don't even have a terrible system. So I can only imagine how infuriating this would be if you had a weak system.
Yes, but they are obvious lies.
Thought that was a guy. Oh, there he is. Tons and tons of ammo. Maybe I should actually equip the machine pistol, since we just have so much machine pistol ammo. And there's going to be a lot of fighting here. Yeah, 600 rounds. We should definitely get rid of some of this.
Make sure this area is clear before moving up.
Oh! Hope that's not a frag grenade. Looks like it was a flashbang. Or maybe a concussion grenade. That's what they're called in this game. Where is he? There is a guy that should be right here. Oh, found you. Ooh. God. That's gotta be terrible. Got him. Ready for you this time. Huh. I think I clipped a explosive there. Works for me. More battle rifles. Yeah, for all of Rucker's talk, his soldiers are very, very well armed. The question is, though, how much of that is due to Rucker's weakness as a leader, or is how much of that due to Marchenko, who very clearly seems to be the other significant force in the leadership of ARC. Oh shit. So this might be a good chance to show off the usefulness of EMP ammo, but I don't have very much of it. And I'm kind of looking for an excuse to burn through all of this default machine pistol ammo. Oh. Lots of performance hiccups here. Maybe there's just kind of a lot going on. Let's just get rid of this drone while we have the chance. Now while they're disabled, take the opportunity to take them down. As you can see, very strong. Whoa. Very surprised he had line of sight on me. Come on, pop out. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna shoot you in the shoulder. Oh, there you are. Going pretty hard on the combat in this area, mostly for the sake of time. Trying to stealth this sequence would probably take me, I don't know, another full episode, maybe more. When, I've got ammo to use, and we've got places to be. Oops. Let's check our map. Oh, we just went the wrong way. You're the world's slowest door. Okay. Shouldn't be too much farther.
Shit! Jensen, behind you!
Welcome back to Prague. I can't help but feel like Miller in the the formal cutscenes, looks like he's a good 5 to maybe 10 years younger. His hair's a lot less gray on the sides. And also, when we're escaping from the Udalite complex there, it might have been a good idea to, I don't know, take some pot shots at Marchenko and save us a lot of trouble. But that wouldn't be very video gamey, would it? So, we're moving into Prague at night. The map is basically the same. A whole new group of side quests will open up to us, and some of the side quests that we're currently on, namely the mystery augmentations side quest, I think, should advance. I'll be doing as many as I get around to. I'm not going to be looking for all of them, but luckily for us, there's a lot of side quests on the way, so to speak. Also, when the decision comes up, we will be choosing the bank mission. Just getting that out of the way now. It's my personal favorite mission in the entire game, and I really want to take a chance to show that mission off. And hopefully, this will make you appreciate just how terrible these loading times can be. The reason for that, of course, is that we are loading the entirety of Prague again. So we've got to go through the whole loading sequence. I can only hope it's done soon, because if it's not, I'm going to have to go back and cut some of this out. And I am not skilled enough as a video editor, and by skilled I mean I have no basic working knowledge of it. But I guess this might be a good reason to learn. I wanted to leave this in for this episode because we're almost assuredly going to have a cutscene or some dialogue that follows this up. One of the most interesting things that's going to start happening is that we're going to do a bunch of things that tie very directly into the story of the first Deus Ex. They hint at some of the major plot points, things like cloning, the development of the Grey Death, the switch from mechanical augmentation to nano augmentation, that kind of stuff. And I think that's important because the world of Human Revolution and the world of Adam Jensen feels way closer to a near future version of our world rather than a, stylized, slick, late 90s, early 2000s cyberpunk dystopia like the original Deus Ex. Bridging that gap has probably been the biggest challenge that faced this team narratively, because a lot of the events in the story of the original Deus Ex are pretty drastic. We're talking things like there's an American Civil War, there is the near complete breakdown of society, like that level of, global change. So with Human Revolution and Mankind Divided still having things like the United Nations and America, and European countries, a lot of that hasn't really come through yet. I wonder if we're going to get the Deus Ex Terminator Salvation equivalent, where we get the story of Adam Jensen during maybe the new American Civil War or something. But who knows? I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and cut the episode. This loading screen is just getting on my nerves, and I'm beginning to think that something might actually be wrong. So, I'm Sam. This has been Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and I hope to see you next time. Until then.